I believe we are live. Hello and welcome to Direct Mail Monday, July 27th, 2020. Steve Sipress here. Now I see we're live. Don't know if we were when I said hello. And check out my new blue light blocker glasses. Not to be confused with the Joe Sugarman blue blocker glasses, which now that I think about it might be the same thing. And of course I have a pair of those given to me personally. First or second time I met Joe Sugarman, he gave those to me. And I love my blue blocker glasses, but here I'm wearing the blue light blocker glasses designed to block the light coming out of the laptop or coming out of a TV. But I don't sit in front of a TV all day, but I do sit in front of a laptop all day for the past 10 years. I do a lot of work with my laptop and other monitors, and this is supposed to help my eyes. And I do feel them getting a little less strain on them. But anyway, I think they're a little distracting with the reflection, the aviator, what is it, the state trooper smoky type of look that you can't see my eyes from Cool Hand Luke, the man with no eyes. So I'll take them off. Let's get right to it. This could be relatively quick because I got not one, not two, but three pieces in the mail over this past week that caused my brain to go into confused mode. And there is an age-old truism in the world of advertising, marketing, and sales. A confused mind does nothing. You want to be crystal clear in your direction, in your value proposition. You want to remember the sage advice from one of the world's greatest all-time business advisors, Peter Drucker. He of the 1 Minute Manager, one of the best-selling business books of all time. He said the aim of marketing is to make selling superfluous, unnecessary. That's the aim of marketing. So McDonald's does such great marketing that all you do is drive up and they say, "What do you want?" You don't say, "Gee, what's the burger made of?" And can I negotiate the price? And how soon can you get it to me? All those questions are answered. We know it's made of crap. We know you get it quickly. We know the price. We know that you get fries and a Coke with it and whatever. There's no selling needs to be done. It's just order taking. Right? That's the ultimate form of advertising marketing, is to make the selling unnecessary. But when your advertising and marketing leaves your prospect in a confused mindset, unfortunately, then you're putting a burden on yourself or your salespeople, your receptionists, whoever does the selling, whoever has anything to do with customers, puts a lot of pressure on them to have to answer questions, to overcome objections now, to explain things, which means selling, and that doesn't have to be done. When you do direct mail or any type of marketing correctly, you don't have to sell. People will say, "That's crystal clear. Obviously, it's an incredible good deal. I just have to buy right away." You get questions like, when you have excellent advertising, marketing, and sales, you get questions like, "Could you please take me on as a client? How soon can you guys come out? Do you have any more capacity available? Are there any left of such and such product or service? How soon can you get me in for an appointment?" Those are the questions you get. You send out stuff like this, you're going to get different questions. For instance, let's show you this one. This one arrived from one of my senators, Kristen Sinema, who is not up for re-election, and yet in this election year when we're being inundated with TV ads, because our other senator is up for, I would say, re-election, but she was never elected. She was appointed to replace John McCain, I believe. Kristen Sinema won in the election when Jeff Flake, the aptly named Jeff Flake, flaked out and knew he couldn't run for re-election with what a turd he is. He would have not gotten enough votes to be a dog catcher in any community. I don't even think he'd get enough votes in his own household. He's such a flake. So Kristen Sinema ran 2 years ago and she won. But she is the one sending me out this direct mail, and I don't get anything, or not anything I remember, from, there's an astronaut, Mark Kelly, the astronaut, is running against whoever the other one is. It's the current senator, McSally. Martha McSally. Whatever their names are, look, and whatever parties there are, everyone knows it's the politicians against the people. So they're both. There's no oh, one party's for small, limited government. No, they're not. They're both spending like crazy socialists, and they're both hypocritical and self-centered and whatever, and all in favor of themselves and their donors, and certainly not in favor of average Americans. But I digress. The point is, I did not expect to receive something from the one senator who's not running for re-election. I would think I'd receive stuff from the one who is. However, now that I think about it, I think that the preview, the what do they call it, the primary, was just held like a week ago. It was like last week, and so now officially, I'm sure, they won overwhelmingly 90-something% each, probably, or whatever. Now those two candidates are running against each other for Senate. Maybe now I'll receive a whole bunch of stuff. But this thing comes from Kristen Sinema, and it doesn't come from Kristen Sinema, because the thing is, United States congressmen and senators get what's known as franking privileges. No, not Al Franken. He ridiculously resigned, but that's another story for another day. What a spineless fool to resign. But anyway, I digress. Franking means they can mail anything they want for free. And so this is not mailed from Kristen Sinema. It's sent from, where is it? There it is. It's sent from, can you see it? Paid for by the Partnership to Fight Chronic Disease in the Swamp, Disgusting Cesspool of Washington, D.C. So it's got to be some lobbying organization. And you can see over here the postage paid is PFCD. That tells me it is the PFCD, Partnership to Fight Chronic Disease. So even though Kristen Sinema could have sent this for free, this lobbying, donor, who knows what type of organization sent this out celebrating her and saying that she was just named, she's leading the charge for America's seniors, and she is a Champion of Healthy Seniors Award recipient. So you can go to healthyseniorsaward.org. You see how well they did the website, capital of each word, so they don't string them all together with small letters and you have to figure out what the heck it is. It's very clearly healthyseniorsaward.org/cinema. So she won this award. And then on the front, you see it's the seniors, right? So on the front, it's got a picture of two, you would think they're seniors. You can't tell these days of people covering half their face with a piece of cloth as if that's going to do anything to not get the virus. But seniors being the pretty much only 99 point whatever percent of the susceptible people to this virus, they're the ones that do take the precautions, and they should wear the masks if they think they have it. Of course, if they don't have it and they're not coughing or sneezing, the mask does nothing. However, that doesn't stop the fact that the overwhelming majority of Americans are brainwashed to believe that even if you're not coughing and sneezing, and even if you definitely don't have the virus, you should wear a mask because it's just the right thing to do and all that kind of BS. So it relates not to me, but it relates to most of people in America and most of the seniors who think wearing a mask is a smart thing to do and it makes sense. I know better. Most people just ignore it and allow themselves to be brainwashed and do not. So that works to the majority of the target market here, the seniors. And then on the back, another picture of a senior happily getting treated by a doctor or a nurse. We don't know which one, but it's someone in a lab coat with a stethoscope, and he's not wearing a mask, and he's smiling, so I can see that he's a smiling senior. I can't tell if these people are smiling or if they're out to kill me or tearing down statues or looting and burning and rioting. We don't know because they're wearing masks. We open it up. More normal people smiling without the nonsense social distancing, mask wearing BS. And we have something about call your Senator Kristen Sinema. There's her number in D.C. Thank her for being a champion for healthy seniors. Urge her to keep fighting to protect Medicare. Just sounds like pure out lobbying to me. This organization wants lobbying for medical care, and so by celebrating one of the senators, and if you call them, she's apt to say, wow, I got all these calls. I'm in favor of whatever legislation and regulations and insurance and whatever the heck this this organization is all about. So, but however, here's the thing. I'm confused. I don't really know what it's all about. I mean, it seems to me that's the call to action. To call my senator and thank her. That's what they want. Why? Who are they? Why do they want that? What really is this award all about? Tells me she's been working to guarantee a better future for America's seniors by protecting access to the medication and treatment options they need. I had no idea that we're losing access to the medication and treatments options we need. That hasn't happened since Obamacare was passed, and about a month later I got a letter from my Blue Cross Blue Shield. It took us hours to choose our health care plan, and we loved it, and we were lied to and told if we liked it we could keep it. And that letter arrived saying, can't keep your health care plan, too bad, there's the Affordable Care Act was passed. So that's when we and millions of other Americans realized we were lied to and duped by our last president. And but that's water under the bridge now. But anyway, that's the last time that I had treatment options that I wanted ripped away from me. I wasn't aware that's happening now, but anyway, don't pay a lot of attention to it. But anyway, I am confused why I'm receiving this and what is the benefit to whom to have me call my senator. That seems to be that's really all it's calling for. Nothing on the front, nothing on the back of what to do. The only thing that they want me to do is call my senator, thank her for being a champion for healthy seniors, urge her to keep fighting to protect Medicare. That's it. That's confusing. So I'm not sure who this organization is and why I should do that, and therefore I'm going to do nothing, and it hits the circular file. Confused mind example number 2. Garage doors. Now here, this is to my deceased for 5 years mom, who's still on mailing list, and my home address is her address because I'm the administrator of the estate, so everything is sent here. That's why it says Maryland, but this is what is known as variable printing. So this is real cool. Personalization. All the postcards are printed, and then the printer will print the name and address on the back. So there you see Maryland Sipress, and therefore on the other side, print the first name Maryland, and you see enough space for some long first name. But that's called variable printing. Not every postcard is different. I was going to say they're not all the same. Not only that, they're all different. They're all different because they all have a individual name on the back, name on the front. You can do a lot more with variable printing, by the way. You could print for someone who's a current customer. You could print things like, thank you for being a customer since this date, or it's been since this date that you had your last maintenance, and it's time, the manufacturer says it's time to come out and maintain your whatever again, or this or that, or we have a special deal because you've been with us X amount of time since this date. You can do a lot more with variable printing than just say the person's name. Where is it? Here. However, better than nothing. Personalization. People love their own name. I love my mom's name, even though it's not my name. So personalization, better than not using any at all. But here it says, when was the last time you thought about your garage door? Picture of a family. The guy's kind of like looking at the garage door. No one else is thinking about it, I don't think. And I'm like, last time I thought about it is when it didn't work. Which last time our garage door didn't work and we had one replaced was about 8 or 10 years ago. Not where we live now, back up when we lived in Chicago. And that's the last time I thought about it. Otherwise, you press the button, it opens. See ya. However, and I've worked with a lot of garage door repair companies, and this is a new one on me, that just like it's important to get your car serviced annually, the same goes for your garage door. I did not know that. I was not aware of that. I thought, unless you get on a maintenance plan, which is always a great thing for any contractor to do, to keep the money, cash flowing, and to keep you top of mind in the customer's mind, and to keep them from calling someone else when they do have an emergency situation, because you've been coming in to service that boiler, or to touch up the paint, or to do the landscaping, or to do a little check of the roof and a little repair, or to do the maintenance on the garage door. That way, when there is a need for the new thing, they don't go searching around on the internet for somebody else. They call you. But here's the thing that confuses me. This is where I see the big mistake. Here's the offer. $49 off garage door maintenance. Call now. And then I looked, and no matter how much I looked For small print, the small print doesn't say, it just says, the typical weasel clause, when it expires, can't be combined with another offer. But it doesn't say how much. It just says how much off. I don't know how much your garage door maintenance normally is. Do you normally charge higher than other garage door companies? Lower than others? About the going rate? No matter what it is, I don't know what it is, so I'm confused. $49 off. Is it normally $800? So now it's $751? Big deal. Is it normally $100? So now it's $51? Better deal. Is it normally $60? So now it's only $11? No brainer. The thing is, I don't know. You tell me how much off, but you don't tell me what the regular price is, and you don't tell me, therefore, what your price is. You leave me confused, and a confused mind does nothing. Doesn't call. I'm confused. If you really are confident that this is a great deal, then tell me it's a great deal. Don't just give me this amorphous BS $49 off. Tell me it's only $10. It's such a great deal, it's only $22. It's only $75 normally, $120, whatever that adds up to, $124, whatever, right? Are you afraid? Clearly, I just believe you're afraid to tell me the price. That it's not that good a deal. And you know what? I could call and find out. I don't feel like it. You didn't motivate me enough because you didn't have enough respect for yourself. You printed an oversized postcard, that's good. Color, both sides, that's good. But then you didn't convince me. You didn't make selling superfluous. You made selling necessary. It's such bad advertising and marketing. You have to have a salesperson convince me to do this. Because the question is, how much is it? And then whatever you say, you then have to convince me that that's a good deal, that I should do it. That if I don't do it, then I could need a whole garage door for the want of the $100 or 120 or 12 or 11 or 52 or 750, whatever it is. If I don't do that, I might end up having to pay $3,000 to get a whole new garage door, whatever, how much that is. I just don't know. So you're forcing somebody to have to sell to me. You're doing the very opposite of what effective advertising marketing is supposed to do, is make selling superfluous. You're making selling necessary. Unless you really think people are just going to call and go, $49 off, that's awesome. Come on over. And I'm not going to ask how much it is. No, you're going to make selling necessary. You're going to have to tell me how much, and then I'm naturally going to go, ooh, why is that such a good deal? Or, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to spend that amount. So, do what advertising and marketing is supposed to do, what good advertising or marketing is supposed to do, what the aim of advertising and marketing is to make selling superfluous. Tell me why it's such a great deal, make it crystal clear what the deal is, and then everyone will just say, hi, how soon can you come out? Hi, can you fit me in your schedule? Hi, do you serve my community? Hi, are there certain days of the week that you come to my area? Hi, do you have evening or weekend appointments because we're not home during the day to open the door for you? We both work. Or whatever it is. Those are the kind of questions you would get if you did a good job on the postcard. You did a crappy job, you're going to have to do selling. Ouch, who wants to do that? I assure you, prospects don't want to be sold. You don't want to be sold things. You don't want to have to deal with salespeople. And why do you, as a business owner, the viewer of this video, want to have to hire, train, and pay, and motivate salespeople? Why don't you just do good advertising and marketing instead? Okay, third confusing one, maybe the most confusing at all. This one, at least it's addressed to someone who's alive. This is to my beautiful wife, Michelle. And what the heck is this? August sale, up to 75% off selected items, plus 30% off one item. Okay, that's confusing, a little bit confusing enough, but okay. And they got the big hot sun, which here, by the way, here in way too sunny and hot in the summer, southern Arizona, in the Phoenix area. Today, I saw in the weather report this morning, congratulations, it's the coolest day of the week. It's only getting up to 108 today. Only hit 108. The rest of the week, it'll be over 110. And I think they said by the weekend, we're going to near the record of 118. So, the hot sun, we can relate. So, we got the August sale, which is not yet August, but okay. Up to 75% off. Selected items plus 30% off one item, not valid on keepsakes or collectibles. One per customer, cannot be combined with any other offer. So I'm already confused. One per customer. Do I get either 75% off selected items but then it says plus one item. So you're telling me it's combined, and then you say cannot be combined. But you're combining here. I get up to 75% off selected items plus. That's a combination. But then you tell me it can't be combined. And then you say one per customer. So up to one item plus one item, that's two per customer. So I'm totally confused right away. Second of all, if I turn it over, because I'm like, what items? What's the store? What's the website? What's the phone number? How the heck do I take advantage of this? I don't know. Totally confused by that side. So I go, it must be on the other side. I go to the other side, and it says these are crossbody purse, $9.99, and they do what the last one, the garage door opener people did not do. It's covered up by this barcode thing. I left it on there just to show you that when you use a postcard, one big reason to send an oversized postcard is because if the post office does this and puts the barcode sticker on, you're covering up a like 1/10 of the small, tiny, smaller than normal size postcard. But if you had made it a big postcard, it might be insignificant that it's covering up some little tiny area in the bottom. But here, it says $9.99, regularly something. So let's peel this off and see what it regularly is. Now, hopefully this peels off nicely and doesn't take the rest of the printing of the paper with it, because then that's a real shame. And yeah, it didn't come off totally nicely, but good enough. There, a little piece of it is left, but there it is. Regularly $19.99. So, sounds like a great deal. Buy one, get one free. 2 for 1. Half price. $10 off. While supplies last. Good little soft urgency there. I better call soon. I don't know how soon. I don't know how many you have. I don't know how many you have in a supply. I don't know how long they normally last. So it's kind of like a weasel clause, but not really that motivating. But okay, good price. Meanwhile, where's the number to call? Where's the address of the store? Where's the website? Nothing. So there's nothing on the front, nothing on the back. Needless to say, I'm confused. Even if I want to get 30% off one item and 75% off a selected item, but I can only get one, but I can get both, but I can't combine them, but it does combine, and then I want this purse. I don't know, that must be the up to 75% off selected item, because that's 50% off. Or 30% off one item, that's already more than 30% off. So I'm already confused. Then there's this barcode, which is not a peel off. For some reason, you've printed a barcode on here. Why? I don't know. But then here's the key. We've also got a barcode sticker that the post office put across the bottom on the front, on the non-address side, which is normally this is called the back, this is called the front. And so if I peel this off, maybe here I'm going to get how to take advantage of this offer. Do I call? Do I go to a store? Do I go to a website? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's worse than I thought. It's Karen's Hallmark, 10 locations in Arizona, Michigan, and New Mexico, none of which are listed. Now, here's the good news. My beautiful wife, Michelle, I happen to know, is a member, and probably this is the Hallmark store, Karen's Hallmark. She's a Hallmark player. She gets all the ornament things and the Hallmark this, and she gets the mailings or the emails, or she probably has the app, and she goes there all the time and gets stuff. So I'm almost sure that she knows where's a Karen's Hallmark. So that's the only saving grace here, is that if it's going to the house list, then it's likely, since this is to my beautiful wife Michelle, that she knows where's Karen's Hallmark, because she goes there and she knows where the store. But man, why would you do that anyway? You're taking such a big chance. Why wouldn't you make a bigger postcard and put the 10 addresses, or at least put a website of where I can find the 10 addresses, or a phone number to call if I have any questions or want to know the address? What if my beautiful wife Michelle's on vacation? It's the summer. A lot of times people up here, 2 summers ago, she was up north almost the whole summer visiting her family. And I would have gotten this, and maybe I'd say, man, I bet my beautiful wife Michelle would like a gift. Let's see what they got. I don't know what Karen's Hallmark. I don't know the website. I don't know the phone number. I don't know nothing. What are you doing? Again, you're leaving me not only confused by the offer, totally confused by the call to action, which just has the name of your business. What if we had moved and a new person was here in the home, new homeowner, and the mail still arrived, and they got this, and they said, "Wow, that just seems off." I have no idea. Now, of course, it's likely I could type into Google.com Karen's Hallmark and find out the nearest location. Why are you making me do all that? You're making extra work necessary. The idea, the aim, when it's effective, advertising and marketing. Nothing else is necessary. No selling, no explaining, no extra steps, no nothing. It would be an excellent offer, crystal clear how to get it. I would call a number, leave a message, put in the order. I'd go to a website, put in my credit card, put in my order. Done deal. All three of the pieces I showed you this week make it absolutely necessary for the sender to do some extra work. Don't do that to yourself. Okay? If you want help with this, as always, go to helpfromsteve.com. But please, any type of advertising, marketing, sales, as always, this is Direct Mail Monday. The examples I show are pieces arrived in the mail. But this is, of course, appropriate and applicable to emails, social media messages, websites, text messages. You're meeting someone in person, you hand them a brochure, a business card, a listing on a website, anything at all. Be crystal clear in your advertising and marketing sales to make selling totally unnecessary. You want your people, your website, phone number, your location, whatever it is, ideally, just to be order takers. Then you don't have to pay commissions and get highly trained, highly motivated, highly skilled salespeople. You too could have a business like a multi-million-dollar McDonald's location that is run by a bunch of 15-year-old pimply-faced kids that can't even get to school, that can't do their homework on time. Because they can just follow a system, there's no selling necessary, just order taking. Or a grocery store. When's the last time there's people selling in a grocery store or a Costco? I just walk up, there's pallets of stuff, there's shelves full of stuff, I take it, I can read the label, I can look at it, I can do anything, and I just go and I check out. The checkout person gets minimum wage. I don't say, "Gee, sell me this loaf of bread." They would just look at me and go, "Do you want it or not?" No salespeople. My high school job, very similar. I was a food vendor in Madison Square Garden. I'm from New York. That's where I worked my high school job. I would walk around the seats at a Knick game, a Ranger game, a concert, a circus, a boxing, a wrestling, whatever the event. And all I do is just walk up and down the aisles, carry my stuff, and yell out, "Hey, fresh popcorn here, cold soda, get your soda, cold beer, hey, ice cold beer, get your popcorn." That's it. I wasn't selling the stuff. Somebody would have said, "Ooh, what's the proof of the beer? What kind of hops are used in that beer? What's the temperature of the how much of the what's the water, the percentage of water to syrup in the soda? Popcorn, where's that popcorn made? How much salt is on it? What kind of salt? Is it imported corn or domestic corn? Is it from Idaho or from What? I was not selling. Selling was unnecessary. I was just walking around. People wanted it, they grabbed it. That's how you want to be with your advertising and marketing. The aim is to make selling unnecessary. Don't make it harder for yourself. Make it incredibly easy by doing it right, and watch the sales pour in practically on autopilot. That's how you do it, folks. That'll do it for Direct Mail Monday. I don't know if they're just not showing it to me, or I just don't see them, but I don't see questions, comments, concerns. If you have them, as always, post them wherever you're watching this, listening to it, reading it. I always respond when appropriate. And I will be back with more business building tips tomorrow on Topical Tuesday. That'll do it for today. I know we're going to press 2 buttons here, over and out. Thanks for being here.